Hello again, friends. So this video is going to introduce the order of operations. And so some of you may have heard the expression before, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And you're probably like, Mrs. Agent, I don't have an Aunt Sally. What are you talking about? And when I say that, what I mean is P, please, stands for parentheses. E stands for exponents. M stands for multiplication. D stands for division. A stands for addition. And S stands for subtraction. So if you are looking at the order of operations skills practice worksheet on slide 4 of the Google Slides presentation, you will see a bunch of different problems. And they look like 7 plus 6 times 2. And you're probably thinking, Mrs. Agent, how does this order of operations and please excuse my dear Aunt Sally nonsense fit into this? Well, I am going to tell you. So when we see a problem like the first one, we have to think to ourselves, what am I going to do first? And the first thing that you should ask yourself is, are there any parentheses? And in this problem, no, there are not. So then we would move on to, are there any exponents? And again, in this problem, no, there are not. So then we would move on to, is there any multiplication? And the answer there is yes, 6 times 2. So I am going to take my pen tool here, and I am going to do 6 times 2, which we know is 12. And then I am going to bring down my 7 and my addition sign. So then I have to go back to my list over here. And then I say to myself, okay, I did the multiplication. Is there any division? And then I look at it. No, there's not any division. So then I move down to the addition. Is there any addition? And the answer is yes, 7 plus 12. And 7 plus 12, 7 plus 2 is 9. And then we bring down our 1. And the answer is going to be 19. Now, some of you may be thinking, Mrs. Agent, why didn't you just do 7 plus 6 and then multiply that by 2? Now, the reason why I did not do that is because if I did 7 plus 6 first, that would give me 13. And then if I did 13 times 2, that would give me 26, which is the wrong answer. And the reason why it's wrong is because we did not follow the order of operations list that is over here. So when you do these problems, make sure that you are following the list that's over here. For every problem, be sure to ask yourself first, is there parentheses? And then if there isn't, move on to the exponents. Is there exponents? If there is not, move on to the multiplication. Is there multiplication? If there is not, then you move on to division. And then if there's not any division, then you move on to addition. And then if there is not any addition, then you move on to subtraction. Now, for most of these problems, they have at least 2 operations in them. Alrighty, so let's take a look at problem 6, which has 3 operations for you to do in it. Most problems will only have 2 operations for you to do, but some they do have 3. And the reason why this one has 3 is because of the exponents. So for what we see here is 3 to the second power, which we know is 3 times 3, or 9. And then I'm going to bring down my 8 and my 6 and my multiplication sign. And then over here, after the exponents, we see that we have to do multiplication, which would be 6 times 9, or 54. So I am going to write 8 plus 54. And then I will take a look at my list again. We do not have any division, which means that I would do the addition. And for this, 8 plus 4 is 12. And then we carry our 1. And 5 plus 1 is 6. And the final answer is 62. And when you do these, guys, be sure to click on the question mark, and then a little a text box pops up, and you can delete the question mark, and then you would type your final answer of 62 on the line, close it out, and that's how you fill in the blanks on these worksheets. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment on the Google Classroom, or have your parents shoot me an email, and I will be more than happy to help you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.